the biggest thing in autism that people don't know about. There's a new treatment for the gut that people are considering in autism, and that's something called FMT, or fecal microbial transplant. About 75 to 80% of kids with autism have significant gut issues, diarrhea, constipation, bloating, picky eating, just to name a few. When they really studied the gut, they found out these kids had something called gut dysbiosis, which is an abnormal amount of bacteria and an abnormal qualities of bacteria. And these bacteria lead to poor health. And it's interesting that gut dysbiosis, it actually correlates more with behavior than it does with gut symptoms. And so you can have a child with autism that has no gut symptoms at all, but has a lot of ADHD or a lot of stimming, and they may have gut dysbiosis. A new urine test looking at gut dysbiosis, which is a very simple test to do. It comes from a company called Analutos. You go on analutos.com, you order this test called the Combined Gut Health Test. They ship it to you. You give them a urine sample, you freeze it, you ship it back, and they look at gut metabolites that are found in the urine. Let's say you do have these gut metabolites in the urine. The treatment is fairly simple and fairly easy to get your mind around. You take about a 2-week course of antibiotic and an antifungal or an anti-yeast, but it's a special type of medication. It doesn't get absorbed by the gut. So the anti-yeast and the antibiotic just stay in the gut. They rumble through the gut for about 2 weeks, and they just kind of plow the field under. They get rid of a lot of the bad bacteria. They get rid of some of the good bacteria too, but it really decreases the amount of gut bacteria. And then you embark on a 16-week course of just taking new bacteria orally. They actually have purified living bacteria that comes in capsules or a powder. You can keep it in your freezer. And there's a loading dose where you take about 10 or 15 capsules a day for 2 days. Then it's a single capsule a day for the next 4 months, so to speak. The preliminary data looks very good, and there's been several trials. But at 18 weeks, you can show that the gut bacteria has been replaced with a new bacteria. And at that time, about 90% of the gut symptoms are gone. So the diarrhea is gone, the constipation's gone, the bloating's gone, the picky eating starts to improve, they start to try new things. But more importantly, about 40% of the autistic symptoms are gone. And they follow these kids up to 2 years. And at 2 years, 95% of the gut symptoms are gone, but almost 50% of the autistic symptoms are gone. In this study, they found 2 really bad actors. There's a chemical called pericresol and another one called indoxyl sulfate. And if you take those chemicals, purify them, and inject them into rats, the rats start having aberrant behaviors. They stop socializing, and they stop communicating. So it looks like it's a brain toxin that can cause inflammation and induce autism. And so I think at some point, which I'm starting to do, is we'll combine this FMT with the stem cells and treat the body the whole and get a much better response rate.